Now in this video, we're going to talk about an unusual objection. You're going to hear it in a lot of different forums. I'm going to call it here, my business doesn't qualify. Now they're never actually going to say that. They're going to say things like, well, I have a new business. I don't even know if we're going to do enough volume yet, or we need a credit card processing account. Or, we've been established for a long time. We only do like $3,000 to $4,000 a month. I don't know if we would qualify. Or, we have a business and we're a high risk business type. I don't know if you'd be able to even set us up. Something like that, where the business is giving you some kind of a negative that's basically like, I don't know if you'd even be able to set us up. Now, what a lot of salespeople will do is they'll take that bait and they'll jump right into, oh yeah, I would love to have your business. Let's just give it a shot. I'm sure I can work something out for you. And they really kind of go that route. And this is one of those times where you really kind of want to back up and you want to basically go with the flow of what the person is talking about. So if somebody says to me, I had one, I'm thinking right now in my head about this ice cream shop. I can't remember the name of it all of a sudden, but it's a really, really common one. But anyway, there's an ice cream shop. They have franchise locations or whatever. Stone something or other. Cold Stone Creamery. There we go. I just remembered it. Cold Stone Creamery. There was this guy I sold here at Altoona. He owns 2 Cold Stone Creameries, and they're like a franchise deal. So, I made this mistake in my pitch early on. It was kind of funny, actually. I called them and said, hey, I went in. They were like, no, he's not here, but we'll give you his phone number. So I called him up on his cell. And I'm like, hey, I have a credit card processing company. We specialize in larger volume, multi-location businesses, because he's 2 locations, And I wanted to call you about a special program I have for that or whatever. Well, it really backfired on me, because then he's like, oh yeah, I'm sure I wouldn't qualify. I've only got these 2 businesses and we only do like, 8 to 10,000 a month in volume at each one, but I appreciate you giving me a call. And I'm like, wait, hold on a second. And so I almost lost it. And I was like, well, I said, well, actually, that's a really good point. I don't know if you would qualify for the program or not. The pricing is really, really low. And so there's like very little markup because we're assuming that you do, a lot of volume. So I'm not sure if you qualify. Would you mind though, if I checked into that, and then I'll give you a call back tomorrow and let you know if you qualified for the program? Well, he really took the bait on that. He thought he got rid of me, and he really took the bait on that because he thought I was going to come back in with this trying to talk him into a thing. And he's like, well, yeah, I mean, if you can, you definitely let me know. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I hung up. So the next day, I call back. Hey, I've got some great news for you. I, talked to the processing company. I was able to get you qualified and even get you in at that lower rate, but I really need to meet up with you so I can go over everything and just make sure we have all of our ducks in a row. When's the best date and time to meet you? And I had to drive up to State College and all that. So, you can do that where like when they give you something like that, instead of taking the bait and trying to push through the sale, they're just going to keep saying, no, we're not, we're not qualified. Instead of that, you kind of agree with them a little bit. If they're like, well, we're a brand new business and everything, you can even say, well, yeah, I mean, to be honest, because our pricing is so low and everything, I don't normally work with like newer businesses and things because, we just don't make very much profit on the account. But let me just check on this for you and see if I can put something together. I'm guessing we could probably do something. Actually, hold on one second. And now you can do that third-party close again. So either you're going to call, if you have a manager you can call or something like that, or you can just pull up your phone on instantquotetool.com and say, let me see if we have a program that works. I've got a bunch of different programs in here, and you just pull it up, look through and say, you know what? I do have one here that I think will work for you. Let me run through this and see if this is going to work for you. And do that kind of thing. So you want to back up a little bit and agree with them that they may not qualify because your pricing is so low, there's not a lot of profit. Then you kind of come back in for the close by making that exception for them and doing them a favor. And they're going to have a really hard time saying no to you doing them a favor after they admitted that they probably wouldn't qualify. So that's kind of an unusual objection. You will hear it a lot, but it's in different forms. And so it's harder to kind of recognize that one. But pay attention as you're out in the field or on the phone. And I promise you're going to hear that objection. And hopefully this video is going to help you to respond to that one in a little bit of a better way.